Hi-ho buddies, please enjoy the following story. Title: My boyfriend's gaming addiction is ruining our relationship. My boyfriend, 28M, and I, 21F, have been together for about 6 months, though we were friends with benefits for a year and a half before that. We've also been living together for 5 months now, and this is my first time living with a partner. I'm currently 32 weeks pregnant with our son. He often puts off responsibilities because he would rather be gaming. I've handled all the baby preparations, attended all the doctor's appointments by myself, and do most of the cooking and cleaning. It makes me feel like we're just roommates. His routine is to wake up about an hour before work, go to work, come home, and game until he has about 4 to 5 hours of sleep left before he has to wake up. That's all he does: game, sleep, work, smoke weed, occasionally have intimacy, and eat. I understand how enjoyable and escapist video games can be. I love gaming myself. But I haven't had time for it because I've been busy preparing for the baby and taking on extra shifts at work to save up. It makes me resentful and jealous that he can enjoy his hobbies while I can't. Someone has to do the work, and it's all fallen on me. Recently, I've been asking my boyfriend to help me with the nursery. There's still so much left to do, and he promised weeks ago that we would work on it together. So far, I'm the only one who has done anything for it, just as I've been the only one handling anything baby-related throughout my pregnancy. When he asked me to move in, he made a lot of promises that he hasn't kept. I've told him how I feel about this before, and we recently had a big fight. I asked him a question, and he told me to fuck off because he was playing his game, ignoring me every time I tried to talk to him. So, I took my phone out and shut off the internet using an app. He absolutely lost it, which scared me, and I asked him to leave. He called me all kinds of names, said I was ungrateful, and that he should break up with me over something like that. I really didn't think he would blow up like that. I was just frustrated and trying to get his attention. He left that night and stayed at his brother's place. He said he won't come home yet, and I apologized. I feel like I crossed a line I didn't know would make everything fall apart. I feel like he really does hate me now. I don't know how else to apologize. I just wish things were different. Edit. When I found out I was pregnant and told him, he had to convince me to go through with the pregnancy, making many false promises to be better and to be a good parent. Slight update. I don't want to post a full update, but he's decided to come back home today, so hopefully, we can talk and maybe work things through. However, I doubt it'll be any more productive than our previous conversations. I am going to give him an ultimatum, though, as much as I hate to, but something has to change. Update. So, he came home yesterday, and I told him I wanted to sit down and talk things through. I explained that his behavior was unacceptable and that I wouldn't tolerate it again. I also told him that I needed to see him helping out around the house more. He apologized for how he acted and even brought me flowers. Since we both had the day off, he took me out to eat at my favorite Mexican restaurant because I'd been craving Mexican food. Everything seemed like it was resolved. When we got home, I took a shower, and he said we could work on the nursery together once I was done. By the time I got out and dried my hair, he was playing on the computer again. I tried not to get frustrated and waited until he finished a game to get his attention. He just gestured for me to leave him alone and said he'd log off in a few minutes. I went and did some laundry while waiting for about half an hour, then came back. This time, when I tried to get his attention, he was much more annoyed and said he'd get to it tomorrow but would come to bed with me tonight. So, I gave up and went to bed early since I was tired anyway. I woke up hours later, around the time he usually goes to bed, and could still hear him yelling on his game. I got up and asked him to come to bed. His friends heard me, and he started mocking me and making jokes. I could tell he was pretty drunk. I reminded him about our talk and how I couldn't put up with this forever. He jokingly asked if I would turn off the internet again, and I said I would if that's what it took for him to actually do something. You could see the switch flip in him. He picked up a spare keyboard he had on his desk and chucked it at me, started yelling, and absolutely lost it like he did the other day. Well, I packed my things and left to go to my parents' house. At first, he made fun of me, called me names, then he started crying and apologizing. I didn't say a thing, grabbed what I could, and drove to my parents. I called them on the way, so they welcomed me in, and I went straight to my old room. I didn't sleep at all last night and called out of work today. I'm just done. I don't know why I expected anything to change.